See, when you grow up in the city, it's hard to smile. You either have a wild night out or face the wild. The streets aren't pretty, the stories they leave are gritty. Surrounded by poverty, feels like there's no way out. You're unemployed, trying to resist the temptation, desperation and the frustration of no escaping. Positive but stuck in a negative situation, but to neutralize the outcome would mean some risk taking. But still against the odds, he knows he's got a chance. That even at his lowest point, he can still raise the bar to gain something that even money cannot buy, and to stay relentless in every moment he wouldn't try. It teaches you respect even if you're never respected. You learn more about yourself than you expected. A winner's mindset is ingrained into your head, that they can tell you give up, but the dream's never dead. Not only do you manage to conquer any opponent, but you conquer yourself and the weakness you had before it. In turn, being vulnerable into victorious. It makes them remember your name because you're notorious. Exercising mentally and physically, nothing's unachievable. Expanding your vicinity, heart beats faster. No one ever spoiled me. Blood, sweat and tears and the support full of royalty. You won't forget when you're throwing punches that you grew up not ever knowing when your lunch is. So regardless, you know you've won this. Every single round contradicts the pundits. Still the same kid from a street corner who found a sport where he could fight his own wars. And if they mention his name, he could talk up. It gave him courage that was down to how he's brought up. And they might try to hold him back, but they can't stop him, because he knows that failure's not an option. From underdog to the greatest, period. This is boxing.
Keith Walters, Secretary of London Amateur Boxing Association, President of England ABA. Well, the ABA it was formed in 92, just over 100 years it's been going as the London ABA. If you look at what's come through the amateur ranks, is Mia Carnes, the Ricky Hattons, Anthony Joshua, they all come through here. Georgie Groves, James DeGale, they've all gone here, all gone through the amateur ranks. This is a training, this is where they all start boxing.
My name's Bradley Skeete, I'm a welterweight, 28 years old. I started boxing when I was 7 at the Elswood Amateur Boxing Club, and then when I was 22, 23 I turned pro, so I've been pro 5 years now. At a young age, starting off with the ABA, and there's championships, there's like from schoolboys up youth, then like senior championships, go through that route, and then if you want to further your career, definitely then I'll turn pro.
Well, today it's the London finals. There'll be 8 contested fights tonight, and I think this could be the road to the next Olympic Games, which is 2020. I think is now in Tokyo. They're tough kids. Some of these come from tough areas in the communities, and they come into our gyms. It's a big mixture of different nationalities, more now than when I used to box. You know, we've got probably 14, 15 different nationalities in our gyms boxing, and I think that's another great thing about the game, brings people together. I mean, we hear things regarding the gang outside and the guns that come in and put a set of gloves on. That's the way to get your aggression out and box.
A lot of people look at it as a violent thing and whatnot, but I definitely think being around the boxing gym is some good people involved with the sport, and I definitely recommend doing boxing.
Step up, then step up another step, all that now, ain't even running yet, hot on your toes, feeling under threat, can't go one better when you done your best, yes, I'm left unimpressed, can't complain that you're under stress, when you was talking all that waffle, making that you got the bottle.
My name's Holloway, I box for ATTLEBOROUGH Boxing Club, and I'm 21 years old.
My role at ATTLEBOROUGH Boxing Club, I'm a level 2 coach, and we develop boxers from when they walk through the door as never boxed to to the development squad and to people boxing in the amateur leagues. Been at ATTLEBOROUGH Boxing Club for a little over 2 years now. It's a great place, the camaraderie, the people and the training, it's fantastic.
I probably train about 4 days a week, up to 10 hours a week in the gym. Out of the gym, still another 10 hours on cardio, running, training at home.
I've known Conor for 2 years. I remember him walking through that door. Fresh-faced kid, he just wanted to box, like a lot do. But the difference with Conor is he knew the work ethic. He got his head down, he grafted, he works so hard, he listens, and he just wants to box, simple as that.
First got into boxing, a lot of fighting on the street and stuff, and things weren't going too good. Thought it would be good to get my anger out and see what it was about.
Boxing has definitely far more reaching implications to overall life than what any other sport does, because the discipline needed to be able to get through a single round, never mind about 3, is just unparalleled. The work you see, the work you don't see, is just ridiculous.
Growing up in Thetford, there's a lot of distractions, especially around this area, it's Abbey Farm Estate. There's a lot of drugs, fighting and alcohol around here, and it's easily caught up in this area. Like myself, I've been caught up into it. But luckily I got pulled out of it because ATTLEBOROUGH Boxing Club took me in. And without boxing, I probably would still be mingling with the wrong kind of people and with drugs and alcohol and definitely fighting. When I used to hang around these kind of areas, you've always got someone trying to be the man who wants to be top dog round here, and you're going to find yourself getting in some scraps and fights over anything really. It could be over a pair of trainers or a push bike, or just for wanting to be the man. And I experienced a couple of them, couple of fights, and yeah, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. All the older boys within this club, including myself, are definitely role models for all the youngsters. We all walk in here, we need to watch how we talk. They watch us the whole time. They watch how we train, watch how we talk, watch how we spar, and they look up to us, and we inspire them. It's great.
My name's Santiago, I'm 16 and I box at ATTLEBOROUGH Boxing Club. Well, me and Conor have been training together really since we both started about 3 years ago. In October last year, I boxed in the Junior Development Championship final against Conor Taylor from Jimmy Egan's. Now, I won that on a split decision. It was a good hard bout, but I managed to win in the end. Well, in the next few years, what I want to do is I'd love to box for the England team and the Great Britain team, and hopefully go on to box in the Olympics.
I done my first season of boxing last year, and I had 15 fights in 1 year, so it was a very busy year for me. And I won various amounts of trophies. My best one being, one of the best ones being the Eastern County Trophy that I won for Eastern County Championships. That makes me #1 in the Eastern Counties, and that went on to a further record to go into the England Boxing Senior Novice Development Championships. And yeah, I got all the way to the final in that.
Well, the discipline and respect that Conor shows is once again, he's one of the top lads in this club for me. You ask, he does, he gives you 10% extra all the time. He's never the first to quit, he's the last one there all the time.
ATTLEBOROUGH Boxing Club taking me in and pulling me away from the streets. It's done me a hell of a lot of good in life, and I see life as a much more better picture now. And just being out of trouble and focusing on what I actually want to do in life is like the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I totally believe in Conor. He knows, I've said it to him 1,000 times, I totally believe in the kid. If he wants to do it, I'm quite sure there's nothing he can't do.
My biggest inspiration in boxing is like definitely myself. Like, I'm my only competitor. I look at myself, and if I'm the hardest person that I'm ever going to fight is myself. I have self-motivation in myself that I can do it. I don't need no one else's motivation. Boxing's taught me a lot to chase my dreams and really do what I want to do in life. I've always loved fighting, something that I'll crave for, and I just love the fact of it. So when I did get into boxing, I love it. I can see the world much more open. I'm much more mature, and I know what I want in life, and I'm here and I want to box.
Ring ding ding, I beat the high note with a big wide smile on my boat. I tried to aim higher than a gyro, ain't struck gold yet, but have a good try though. Popo, old built on the 5-0, see a blue light, then you might wanna lie low. Payday wave, goodbye though. I would have been quitting if it weren't for the lino. Old school, not like Des Lynam. If your friends lost their way, then run and find them. Tell them head high and try keep smiling, or waving goodbye with a bloody good hiding.